Depression, loneliness, anxiety, bad sleep. How many more issues are we going to attribute to smartphones? You are lazy. Go to sleep. Stop wasting your time. Are we really damaging our mental health by spending time in front of screens? The truth is more complex than that, and I think that screen time doesn't matter. There are dozens of studies comparing the time we spend in front of a screen against the presence of mental health problems like anxiety, depression, loneliness, and even physical problems like being overweight and obesity. Despite some alarming results, the evidence is inconclusive, and some studies have failed to show that screen time correlates to any health issues. What is more interesting is how screen time has been used as a standard to measure how we spend our time online. And when you think about it, it doesn't really make sense. Can you actually tell how much time you spend any given day looking at a screen? In fact, a study showed that we are really bad at estimating our time online or in front of a screen. More than 90% of people were off in their estimations versus the actual time they spend consuming some type of media. And what about the time you spend working on a computer or researching for a school project? Is this bad too? These issues highlight how problematic is the concept of screen time and associating it with health issues or particular personality traits. I'd argue that we could focus more on screen use instead of screen time. Even if we are now able to see the time we spend using a specific device, the types of content within a specific platform are so diverse that we could be watching educational videos now and entertainment videos the next minute. We also forget that when studies show issues related to screen time, they tend to ignore known factors that contribute to mental health issues, like disadvantages during childhood and other sociocultural factors. A recent study invited young people between 11 and 25 years old to discuss their concerns about daily use of screens. Previous studies have been directed by scientists and other stakeholders that do not represent the population that we consider most at risk of mental health issues: young people. The results were interesting because the priorities of young people focused on the effects of graphic content online, the effect of screen use on sleep, cyberbullying, and companies exploiting vulnerabilities through targeted publicity. I think we are way over the days of worrying about how much we spend in front of a screen, and any future research should include young people to determine adequate research priorities. Otherwise, we will continue to have sensationalist media talking about negative effects on mental health without scientific proof, just like video games have been tied to violence and sedentarism. One tip that I would give is to give yourself permission for specific times when you can scroll mindlessly without worrying if what you consume is productive or not. One of the key features of procrastination is the feeling of guilt that we have after not doing what we think we are supposed to do. If you manage to get rid of that guilt, you are more likely to harness the strength to focus on what you want. Remember that avoiding decisions is a decision in itself. Check out this video for another example of how research failed to include relevant populations and wasted $7 million.